Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Heather Lewis and this is the project we are working on today. It is quite the oversized nightstand and it is only a single nightstand, but it's also a beautiful French provincial piece. So when I saw it at the Salvation Army for only $15, I kind of knew I couldn't pass it up. Before I get started on this makeover, I wanted to introduce you to our new family member, Miss Charlotte. She is an outdoor barn kitty that we got to help control our mouse problem, but in the short week we've had her, she's already proven to be so much more than just a mouser. This sweet girl will stick to your hip and wants literally all the affection she can get. Her and Dylan are getting along great, but I still have to remind Dylan to be gentle when trying to play with her because she can get a little rough, as you can see. The plan is to keep her outside, but also we have a she shed that she's been sleeping in and she's been absolutely spoiled. I'm letting you know right now she's going to be in the video pretty much the whole time because she would not leave my side at all. But back to the project, the hardware is coming off. I did notice that the first drawer was acting a little funny and sticking, so I went ahead and pulled it out, and as I suspected, the drawer slide was no longer attached to the back of the drawer, so that is something I'm going to have to assess. But first I need to get the rest of the hardware off. This rarely happens, but I decided I am going to be keeping this hardware and keeping it as is. Typically I change it in some way, shape, or form, but these are actually pretty modern and I'm pretty pleased with them. Now that that's done, I'm taking this Gorilla Glue and fixing the drawer slide. I put a line of the glue on the back of the drawer where it previously was put. Sometimes it can be hard eyeballing where exactly to put the glue, so I usually do a bit more than necessary. I will also put glue on the drawer slide itself to really make sure it's going to be stuck on there this time. Then I place it down, trying my best to get in the middle. Once I'm pretty confident, I will push it down to secure it, and then I also like to put some heavy paint cans down until it dries. The next task on the prep list is cleaning. Typically I like to use Dawn dish soap as a cleaner, but today I tried this dish soap instead. I like to mix the soap with pretty hot water in my white bucket and then I just use an old rag. I didn't notice anything different with this dish soap, but I've also never seen it used before for this type of cleaning, so consider that when you are choosing a cleaner. The main reason I'm going to be painting this piece is because of all the milk looking stains. I'm not 100% sure what it actually is, but when you wipe the spot down it disappears, and as it dries the small white circle stain reappears. So if you know what that is from, let me know in the comments down below, and if there's a way you can actually get it off, let me know that too, because I have not found a solution to getting rid of it. As you can see, I am cleaning everywhere inside and out. The inside was really dusty, and then I am giving Kitty some little snuggles because she just really wanted some. Now I am opening up the garage to grab an extension cord for the sander because unfortunately, I don't have enough outlets out here, so I do need to use an extension cord for just about everything, but that's fine. I just get the extension cord out and we're ready to go. I still have yet to get any sandpaper for my circular sander, so I am back at it with my DeWalt palm sander. I am using a 220 grit so that the surface will be scuffed up but not too rough. This really helps with the paint and primer adhere to the surface. And here's a quick reminder that if you see any product in this video that you may want to try out for yourself, like my DeWalt palm sander, make sure to check my description box as I'll have everything listed there. I will also have my go-to respirator listed there because I really should have it on and I only want to encourage safe sanding. So if you don't have a respirator yet, check it out. It's comfortable and affordable. After I've sanded all the surfaces that are going to be painted, I am going back with the same rag and just rinsing the piece down. Now, I don't have any soap in here this time. This is just warm water. I want to make sure to get all of the soap residue out and also just get all of the dust off because that will show through in the primer that I am going to be using. I am making sure to also get the inside of the drawers just to make sure all that dust is really out. I don't want any of that in the paint because then it'll just have tannins and I don't want that at all. Moving on, it's time to prime this piece. I'm trying to use up this primer so I can show you guys other primers on the market, but I've got a whole gallon of this Zinsser 123 primer to use up first, and if it weren't for the video, I'd probably use this primer on every project for the rest of my life. This primer specifically is a water-based primer and is primarily an adhesion primer. You can get it off of Amazon for a super affordable price, so again, I will link it down below if you are interested. Now, if you've made it this far into the video and you're enjoying the type of content that you're watching, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already yet, as it really does help small channels like mine grow. Now, I did just hit 3,000 subscribers here on YouTube, which is absolutely crazy because I'm pretty sure I just hit 2,000 about a month ago, or maybe a month or two, I'm not quite sure, but it was pretty fast. And this is because of you guys, so I want to thank each and every one of you because making a career out of my YouTube channel is my dream, but I can't do it without you guys. So let's see if we can hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know if we can do it. What do you guys think? Now, I thought I could make it through primer before the love monster was back, so I did promise her some cuddles after priming. Although she still got away with sitting in my lap as I was finishing priming, I really did need to get this last side done, and then primer was practically done other than those two drawers. And as promised, some well-deserved cuddles in the sun. After a while of cuddles, I went back to finish priming the drawers, and of course Charlotte wanted to stick right by me, maybe even a little bit too close. I had one drawer left to prime, and after that, as cute as Kitty is, I put her away because I didn't want her to get any wet paint on her, but she enjoyed watching that last drawer. Pretty much as soon as the primer was dry, I started putting on the paint. I have been waiting to try this specific color for quite a while, but I wanted to do it on something small, and I figured this was probably the perfect piece, being how small it was. I think this color mostly looks like a mint blue, but I've also had people on Marketplace tell me they see a light sage green color, so you'll have to let me know in the comments what you think as I finish this makeover. You may notice I am using my favorite brush. Whenever I use these brushes, the finish always turns out perfectly. I'll make sure to get some clips of this brush in my next video so you guys can better see it. I've already filmed all the footage here, so I'm not going to do it for this video, but this is a perfect excuse to make sure to turn your post notifications on so you are notified about the next time that I upload. I actually finished this entire makeover in one day since the piece was pretty small, so I was able to put the second coat on no longer than 2 hours after the first coat was put on since it dried so quickly. This paint was giving really good coverage on 2 coats, so I was able to move on to top coating after that. I actually found some clear matte finish from Melange Paints that I wanted to use this time around. I totally forgot I had it until I was rummaging through my paints, but this top coat is great and it's pretty similar to my typical polyacrylic, which is probably why I like it so much, to be completely honest. As I'm finishing putting this on, I'll go ahead and let you guys know that the drawer slide repair worked, and after the top coat had dried, I put the hardware back on, so let's go ahead and get into the final reveal.